It's not change when John McCain wants to give a $700,000 tax cut to the average Fortune 500 CEO. It's not change when he wants to give $200 billion to the biggest corporations, or $4 billion to the oil companies, or $300 billion to the same Wall Street banks that got us into this mess. It's not change when he comes up with a tax plan that doesn't give a penny of relief to more than 100 million middle-class Americans. That is not change. So look, Ohio, we have tried it John McCain's way. We have tried it George Bush's way. And deep down, Senator McCain knows that, which is why his campaign said that if we keep talking about the economy, we're going to lose. That's why he's spending these last weeks calling me every name in the book. Because that's how you play the game in Washington. If you can't beat your opponent's ideas, you distort those ideas and maybe make some up. If you don't have a record to run on, then you paint your opponent as someone people should run away from. You make a big election about small things. Ohio, we're here to say, not this time, not this year, not when so much is at stake. John McCain might be worried about losing an election, but I'm worried about Americans who are losing their homes and their jobs and their life savings. I can take one more week of John McCain's attacks, but this country can't take 4 more years of the same failed politics and the same failed policies. It's time to try something new. It is time, Ken, to try something new. The question in this election is not, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? We all know the answer to that. The real question is, will this country be better off 4 years from now? Ohio, in this election, we cannot afford the same political games and tactics that are being used to pit us against one another, to make us afraid of one another. The stakes are too high to divide us by class and region and background, by who we are or what we believe. Because despite what our opponents may claim, there are no real or fake parts of this country. There's no city or town that's more pro-America than anywhere else. We're one nation, all of us proud, all of us patriots. There are patriots who supported this war in Iraq and patriots who opposed it. Patriots who believe in democratic policies and those who believe in Republican policies. The men and women who served in our battlefields, some may be Democrats, some may be Republicans, others independents, but they fought together and they bled together, and some died together under the same proud flag. They have not served a red America or a blue America. They've served the United States of America. Hope. It's what led immigrants from distant lands to come to these shores against great odds and carve a new life for their families in America. What led those who couldn't vote to march and organize and stand for freedom, that led them to cry out, it may look dark tonight, but if I hold on to hope, tomorrow will be brighter. That's what this election's about. That's the choice we face right now. Ken, don't believe for a second this election's over. Don't think for a minute that power concedes. We have a lot of work to do. We have to work like our future depends on it in this last week, because it does depend on it this week. In 1 week's time, we can choose an economy that rewards work and creates new jobs and fuels prosperity from the bottom up. In 1 week, we can choose to invest in health care for our families and education for our kids and renewable energy for our future. In 1 week, we can choose hope over fear and unity over division, the promise of change over the power of the status quo. In 1 week, we can come together as one nation and one people and once more choose our better history. That's what at stake. That's what we're fighting for. And if in this last week you'll knock on some doors for me and make some calls for me and talk to your neighbors and convince your friends, if you'll stand with me and fight with me and give me your vote, then I promise you, we will not just win Ohio, we will win this general election, and together we'll change this country and we will change the world. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Let's get to work.